Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Start chanting Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare. Put the phone down. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare.
Do you ever use a
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Shri Ram 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Rama Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Sudha Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasavi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Sri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Please accept the humble obeisances. This is Nanda Priya Narmada Devi Dasi from Charlotte, welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sangha conference call. I thank you everyone for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names, which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit simple activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. And once again, thank you all for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning?
हरे कृष्ण नंद प्रिय नर्मदा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीति दासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Dakshadas from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindaksh Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Aditi Devi Dasi from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Aditi Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Balavinda.
Hare Krishna, Balavrinda. Thank you so much for joining the call. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. You are the youngest, I believe, in this call now. 9 years old. Wonderful, Balavrinda. Very inspiring. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Nanda Priya Narmada Mataji Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा प्रिया नर्मदा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय दिस इज श्यामा गौरी देवीदासी फ्रॉम शार्लेट
Hare Krishna, Shamavari Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Namaste, Narmada Mataji, Yoga, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raj.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All the rest to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nanda Priya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. My Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Are there any other devotees who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Priya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees. All wish to Prabhupada, all wish to Guru Maharaj. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, welcome to the Personal Influence Call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Sukumar Gaur Prabhuji on the call to enlighten us on the topic of 7th Canto, 8th chapter, 28th and 29th slokas. Before handing over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to ask Aditi Mataji to give a brief introduction about Prabhuji. Mataji, please take it. Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is a brief introduction for His Grace Sukumar Gaur Prabhuji. Sukumar Gaur Prabhuji was born in Maharashtra, India in 1980, brought up in a social background where spirituality was often questioned. Later, he developed a natural taste for inquiry into the mystery of God creation. Passed College of Engineering, Pune, Mechanical Engineering in 2003, he came in touch with the devotees of International Society of Krishna Consciousness in 2003. He found all his questions answered in the books of Srila Prabhupada. As a student of MBA Finance, he studied Srila Prabhupada's books and he became a sincere practitioner. He joined the NCDEX National Commodities and Derivatives Exchange, Mumbai, as assistant manager and worked for 3 years. Later, he took on a 2 years brahmachari training course in Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Temple, Mumbai, and was initiated into the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in 2010. He was in the youth preaching department and was in the seva of guiding the youth. He always wanted to share his joy of Krishna consciousness with the youth. So he gave up his job and decided to help the misguided youth by helping them understand the message of Bhagavad Gita. He joined ISKCON Chowpatty as a resident in 2009. Later, he was posted to ISKCON Nasik Temple. He's serving as a youth counselor in various colleges of Nasik. He conducts seminars on personality development topics and educational and corporate sector. Dandavat Pranam to Sukumar Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji is not interested. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranams. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving your very valuable time and association to us this morning, enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are reading from 7th Canto, 8th chapter, 28th and 29th sloka. Thank you for giving Hare Krishna. Take over the call.
Let's start with our Mangalacharan prayers. Am I audible, Mataji? Is it okay? Sound?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantika वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण. So today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 8, text number 28 and 29. Yes, thank you. Tyam tam syena vekam shatachandravartmabhi charantamachchidramuparyado hari kritvattahasam kar utsolvanam nimilitaksham jagrahe mahajava. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Making a loud shrill sound of laughter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayan, who is extremely strong and powerful, captured Hiranyakashipu, who was protecting himself with his sword and shield, leaving no gaps open. With the speed of a hawk, Hiranyakashipu moved sometimes in the sky and sometimes on the earth. His eyes closed because of fear of Narsingadev's laughter. Text 29. Vishvaksfurantam Karnaturam Hari Vyalo Yathakum Shakshatattvacham Dvaryuram Apatya Dadar Leelaya Nakair Garudo Mahavisham. As a snake captures a mouse, or Garuda captures a venomous snake, Lord Narsingadev captured Hiranyakashipu, who could not be pierced even by thunderbolt of King Indra. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs here, there, and all around, very much afflicted at being captured, Lord Narsingadev placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs, and in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with his nails and hands. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Hiranyakashipu had received from Lord Brahma the benediction that he would not die on the land or in the sky. Therefore, to keep promise of Lord Brahma intact, Narsingadev placed Hiranyakashipu's body on his lap, which was neither land nor sky. Hiranyakashipu had received the benediction that he would not die either during the day or night. Therefore, to keep the promise of Lord Brahma, Lord killed Hiranyakashipu in the evening, which is the end of the day and beginning of the night, but is neither day nor night. Hiranyakashipu had taken the benediction from Lord Brahma that he would not die from any weapon or be killed by any person, dead or alive. Therefore, just to keep the words of Lord Brahma, Lord Narsingadev pierced Hiranyakashipu's body with his nails, which are not weapons and are neither living nor dead. Indeed, the nails can be called dead, but at the same time they are said to be alive. To keep intact all of Lord Brahma's prediction, Lord Narsingadev paradoxically but very easily killed the great demon Hiranyakashipu. Hare Krishna. So we welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Very grateful to all of you for allowing me to make a presentation on Srimad Bhagavatam. It's Canto 7th, very powerful canto. We are on chapter number 8, entitled Narsingadev Slays the King of Demons. Very graphic purport Srila Prabhupada has given to these two shlokas. Actually, the entire chapter is very graphic, and so many analogies are given, so many examples are quoted. Now we have to first understand what is the importance of this Narsimha Leela. This is the same pastime which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would daily relish. He would sit with Srila Gadadhar Pandit and daily he would recite this pastime 100 times. That is what is the way in which they would relish this entire pastime, not once, not twice, but time and again, every single day, 100 times they would recite this and just dive deeper and deeper and deeper in this entire episode of Narsingh Dev's Leela, Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj, Narad Muni, the Devatas. So we see that there are 15 chapters in Canto 7. And amongst these 15 chapters, 10 are exclusively dedicated to the Narsimha Leela. Now, in Narsimha Leela, we see that there are basic characters which are a very integral part of this entire episode. We see the Devatas are part of this. We see Narad Muni coming into picture. We see then Prahlad Maharaj coming. We see Hiranyakashipu and we see Narsingadev. Demigods and Narad Muni have a role, but that is not that prominent. Two characters have a very prominent role in this entire pastime. First is Prahlad Maharaj and second is Hiranyakashipu. Lord Narsingadev is highlighted only in chapter number 8 and chapter number 9. Only two chapters are dedicated to the pastime where Lord Narsingadev is actually seen in the picture. The most prominent personalities of this episode are Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad. So if we see the entire 10 chapters, if we see there is Bhagwan, Lord Narsingadev, and there is Bhakta. Hiranyakashipu is also a devotee. If we see their past life as Jai and Vijay. And here we have Prahlad Maharaj. So if we see Bhakta and Bhagwan, so Bhagwan is kept secondary here. And the entire focus is on these two devotees, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, who are Jai Vijay, and here Prahlad Maharaj. So this in itself shows where the focus of Srimad Bhagavatam is. See, without Bhakta, there is no Leela Vistar. Vistar means expansion of the Leela. Or rather, there is no Leela at all. Without Bhakta, the Lord chooses to be formless, Nirvishesha, Nirguna, Nirakar, where there is no Rasa. But as soon as devotees come in picture, where there is entry of the devotees, he exactly takes the form that is, we all know, Raso Vaisa. He becomes the ocean of all rasas. And when there is rasas, there has to be exchange between the Bhakta and Bhagwan. Then the rasas flow, then the emotions flow, and then the heart is nourished and enriched. So we have to understand that this pastime is not just to understand the protection that has been given by the Lord. No, entire thing is filled with so much of rasa. Otherwise, why would Lord Chaitanya recite this daily? The fighting that has been done by Lord Narsingadev, the emotions the demigod go through, the emotions in this two shloka where Hiranyakashipu is going through the extreme fear. Now look, this point is very critical and has to be understood, which Prabhupada is making here. Prabhupada is in the purport, if you read it very properly, Prabhupada has very subtly made this point. Hiranyakashipu was so powerful that at a point of time, nobody was there who could deal with him. He was that powerful. He had the entire creation under his control, except for the upper three planetary systems. Entire uh, planetary systems were under his control. But then look at the person who was so superbly powerful is now superbly fearful. His emotions are absolutely churned. He's not able to function. He's not, because he's closing his eyes. This is what Prabhupada writes in the purport. He's closing his eyes out of fear. And out of fear of what? The form. Forget the form. The voice, the loud sound created by Lord Narsingadev is creating such immense fear. So we have to understand that all those people who seemingly seem so strong, healthy, powerful today will be facing the same exact emotional appeal. Just yesterday, one of our we have our congregation devotees here, and they have a son who is now in his fourth year of law. And he called me saying, Prabhuji, I need to speak because he was not able to answer some questions. And the general questions which we all have gone through, which usually the relatives put forth. And his relatives are very well-known people here in this area of Nasik. They are lawyer, one is doctor, one is a general manager, and they had a family function. And in that family function, all these people, they came together, and seemingly all these very powerful people, they took one boy, and all the senior people, some 40, some 45 years, some 50 years old, and they are harassing him like anything. This is all bogus, you shouldn't be chanting. What is all this? You worship the deities at home. Are you going to be a sannyasi? This is the same typical, you should enjoy life, this is not the time. This is a routine question. And he was so upset with those questions, and the way in which they asked him, and the way in which they openly in front of the entire community, they started showing him that you are something very low because you are practicing bhakti. So he couldn't handle it. He broke down to a great extent, and then he called me, and he uh, told me that he's not able to handle, he's not able to deal with them, he's not able to, since they are elder in age, he can't even back answer them. So he said, tell me some examples of successful people who have been practicing spiritual life, who have left onion garlic, and still they are successful in their life. I said, look, we are not answerable to anybody and everybody. Are you happy practicing spiritual life? He said, yes. That's the only thing we want. We cannot answer anybody and everybody's question. We are not answerable to the world. When the people in the outside world, when they eat meat, they drink alcohol, they do all wrong stuff, do they ask somebody? Do they ask for validation? No. So why we as devotees should seek validation from the people who are not practicing spiritual life? We don't need to answer that question in the first place. We are not at all answerable. If my bhakti practices is making me happy, that's the only thing that is required, and that's the only thing that should keep you concerned. Why? Simply because every one of them is going to be in the same condition as what Hiranyakashipu is going through. It's only the matter of time that let their body become weak. All those who have let loose their mind, it's only matter of time when their body starts falling apart, their mind will take them to such a great low bottom, rock bottom, that they will be in a state where they will feel that committing suicide is better than living. It's simply matter of time, because this untrained, untamed mind is going to take them on a ride, on a serious ride, which they'll never be able to handle. But we may be facing struggle right now, that's okay. But our end is super, because we are always trying to keep our mind pure, trying to keep it in control, trying to keep it engaged in Krishna's service. And that is what Krishna looks forward in each devotee. And he assures that at the end, I'll take care of your mind, and your mind won't trouble you, and you'll have a very peaceful exit. Krishna doesn't guarantee you a smooth ride. No. But Krishna surely assures you a safe and secure landing. Please understand, this is what bhakti is all about. In this life, Krishna has to plan so many things for all of us, because we have to go through our own karma cycles. And that too, the reason we'll see at the end, why all these things have to happen. So purport is absolutely brilliant. We have to read each line very sincerely, because this is what the outside world is going to face. And just like for Prahlad, Lord was personally there. Be sure, be rest assured that Lord will be there for us. So this section from 22 to 23, shloka number 22 to 23, 33, Lord Narsimhadev is now killing Hiranyakashipu and the other demons. Now look, the same point where we started, Raso Vaisaha. This killing is a rasa, it's a virya rasa, it's a bhayanak. We know first canto Prabhupada writes this in 113. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam shukumkhad amruta drava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam. This entire pastime is the rasa alay. This is the agar, this is the depot, this is the godown of what? Rasamalaya. Because here the 5 plus 7, entire 12. Rasas are now exchanged to a great depth. Muhuraho Rasika, and we are here to become what? Rasika. The Rasika who will be tasting all these 12 rasas. The Virya Ras, the Ugra Ras, the Bhayanak Ras, the Vibhatsa Rasa. This is what gives thrill in spiritual life. This is what gives contentment in spiritual life. So all these leelas are full of rasas. They are the actual rasa alay. But for whom they are the rasa alay? They are the rasa alays for the devotees, the rasikas. And the Lord opens this rasa alay. Alay is a storehouse. Like dukhalay, alay is what? The place where you get dukha. Bhojanalay, the place where you get food. So this Bhagavat, this seventh canto, this entire pastime is what? This is Rasalaya, this is a go down, this is the storage of rasa. Each and every shloka rasa is flowing. But whom does the Lord opens this storehouse? It is only for his devotees. Just like there is one Acharya was quoting the story. He said that once Mother Lakshmi was massaging Lord Vishnu's feet, and she said, "My dear Lord, your feet are so soft. Your feet are so soft, and at times you feel the desire to fight." Because once she saw Lord Vishnu shifting his position while he was lying on this bed of snake, and Mother Lakshmi saying, "What is happening? Any problem you have?" He said, "No, at times I have this desire to fight." Then Mother Lakshmi asked, "You, your body is so soft. How will you fight?" That is where Lord Vishnu decides that, okay, I'll show you how I fight and how I enjoy this pastime. And that is where he took this form of Narsingadev. But for whom it was? So that Mother Lakshmi could relish his fighting Leela. Same way in the 17th shloka, if you read this chapter, 17th shloka, Satyam Vidatum Nijabhritya Vashitum Vyaptim Cha Bhuteshu Akhileshu Cha Atmana. The person who is there within every bhuteshu, every entity, every element, akhileshu, in the entire creation, but is never seen. Adrishyata. He is adrishya, he cannot be seen. But now drishyata. The one who was never seen is drishyata, is now seen. And how ati adbhuta rupam, he has taken such a form which is never seen and never understood. Why adbhut? Because it was never understood to anybody till it was revealed. Stambhe sabhayam na mrigam na manusham. Some thought he is an animal, some thought he is a human, some thought he is a mixture. Only 1% could understand what exactly is happening. But in that one event, how many devotees are nourished? Who are these Nija Bhritya? Whose Bhashitum, whose speech was made Satyam, made truth? Not one, not two, four people. Four people were thought before entering this pastime. Nijabhritya Vidhatum Satyam Bhashitum. The devotees, the close Nijabhritya, the personal servants, Vidhatum, to prove Satyam Bhashitum, their words. Who are all these people? Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu, Brahmaji, and Narad. Four people are being taken care of in one go. Can you imagine? If you have to handle one temple, one program, you have to manage so many things, so much of anxiety. Here, so many people are managed in one go. Look at the skill of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj, his father is asking, is he there in the pillar? He says, yes, he's there in the pillar. Make his words true, he has to act now. Second thing, Hiranyakashipu, who was Jai Vijay in his previous life, Lord promised that I'll come and fight. So he has to fight for him also. So he has to make the entire event flow in such a way that at the end, he will be fighting with his own devotee, Jai Vijay, because he promised them, I'll fulfill your desire to fight with you. And at the end, the reference is given by whom? That, okay, you will get all these benedictions. Brahmaji comes into picture because he has sanctioned, okay, this, you want this way, this way, this way, everything will be done. His conditions will be fulfilled. Four people, even Brahmaji and Prabhupada, after every line he is writing. So to take care of Brahmaji's terms and conditions, to take care of Brahmaji's terms, look at what weightage the Lord is giving to his devotees' words. His only desire is that the words of my devotee should never fail. That is what his thought process is. And fourthly, Narad Muni, because Narad Muni had previously, if you read the initial chapters, Narad Muni is the one who assures Kayadu that your son will never be killed by anybody. So this point has to be made very clear that Prahlad's protection is coming from where? It is Narad Muni's words. The words of Narad Muni has to come true, and under all circumstances, I have to protect Prahlad. So in each situation in the life of Prahlad, his Guru Narad Muni's intervention is seen. Bhakti Lata Bij given by his Guru, protection given by his Guru, all the energy, all the power to think about the Lord, every moment is given by his Guru. Prahlad is nothing but sum total of Guru Kripa. Because everything that he has, he owns to his own spiritual master. That is where when prayers will start, then he'll say, oh no, I want to serve my spiritual master. Because why? Because he is the one because of whom I am alive, because of whom I am able to practice bhakti. He owes everything there. And this is what initiation is. When Krishna from the heart of Guru enters the heart of the disciple, that is where initiation is. Vasudev ji, Krishna appeared in his heart. From his heart, we see Krishna entered the heart of Mata Devaki. That is initiation. From Guru, everything comes. That is the person whom we should be eternally indebted. If Guru blesses you, what in the world can stop you from? There is nothing in this world that is unachievable for that person. Another point. Here is saying Stambhe Sabhaya, Namrigam Namanush. For Brahmaji and Hiranyakashipu, he appeared in such a form, they are not able to figure out what exactly this form. Because he has to suit the benediction. Brahmaji has given benediction and Hiranyakashipu asked for the benediction. So he has to suit that. That much he has to think about. So words Hiranyakashipu spoke, his desire is being spoken through the words, and Brahmaji is sanctioning that, and the Lord has to make that true because Brahmaji is involved, and previous life his own devotee Jay and Vijay are involved. What is the point we are trying to say? Words of devotee carry so much of weight. Why they carry so much of weight? Because the devotees have done so much for the Lord, and the Lord feels indebted. The Lord feels, I have to do something for my devotee. That one flower which we offer every day, please don't take it so casually. Because Gajendra in his past life, when he was King Indradumna, used to offer a lotus flower every day. Every day. And that is how we, at the end of the life, as an elephant, he finds that 1,000-petal lotus he offers, and that one lotus again completes the entire cycle. That one flower brought the Lord down from Vaikuntha planet. That is the indebtedness the Lord feels with each action, which each element of devotional service that we practice. He's in every day, day out thinking, what should I do for this? How to bring him to me? What best can I do? Why is all this going on? One single point, that rasa, to increase the rasa between the Lord, the flow of emotions between the Lord and his devotees, the Bhakta and Bhagwan. There has to be a flow of emotion, there has to be a flow of rasa from both parties. Then each of them feels nourished. And here the Lord has to deal with the emotions of four people. Four people have four different rasas, four different emotions, and the Lord is simultaneously fulfilling. Like, see, Hiranyakashipu can't see, Prahlad can see Lord Nrsimha. Prahlad sees his beloved Lord Krishna. Because in previous shlokas he has said that Krishna, that is the person whom I worship. But here, Lord is not in the form of Krishna. Matirna Krishne Partasvatova. Prahlad Maharaj already said, Krishna is my worshipper. But here there is no Krishna. This form is changed. He is Lord Nrsimha. So there is a story where previously when Hiranyakashipu threw Prahlad in the ocean, that is the time when he becomes very sad. That, see, I'm trying to remember the Lord. That's my only fault, and I'm being punished so badly. And that is where Lord Narasimhadev first hand gives darshan to Prahlad Maharaj and says, "Don't worry, soon I'll be ending him. You just stay relaxed." And that is where actual 100% fearless Prahlad Maharaj becomes. And after that, he sees this Narasimhadev form everywhere because that becomes his meditation. Then Hiranyakashipu chastises him, trying to kill Prahlad. Before that, and then the pastime happens when he's asking, "Is your Lord here?" And as soon as he asks that question, Prahlad is seeing Narasimhadev running here and there because he doesn't know which pillar will be pointing. And Prabhupada in one of his lectures says, Narasimhadev blinks his eyes. He blinks his eyes and tells Prahlad, "Tell him I am everywhere. So you point anywhere, I'll be there." And Prahlad is so happy. Then Hiranyakashipu asks, "Is he here?" He says, "Yes, he is here." And to make the words true, Lord enters the pillar and Hiranyakashipu finds him there. Prahlad could see Lord running here and there. Hiranyakashipu couldn't see. And even when Lord Narasimhadev appeared, Prahlad knew he is my Lord. He is the same Lord. But Hiranyaksha couldn't understand. He felt that there is something mismatch. There is a lion, there is a man, there is something combined. He couldn't recognize that this is my own Lord. Narad Muni said Prahlad Maharaj can't be killed. But Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill. Now here two devotees, two different opinions, two different things have to happen. Hiranyakashipu wanted to be immortal. Brahmaji tried to make him immortal, but he's not been able to complete it successfully. So many different parameters. Why? There is the rasa that has to be matched. And Lord has to think so much. Jai Vijay wants to serve the Lord in particular rasa. And then now Lord has to create the entire pastime to create a situation where this rasa can be evoked and that rasa has that desire, that emotions can be fulfilled. So much has been happening for devotees. The point is what everything has been done for devotees. The Lord is working hard, equally hard. We may think we are only working hard. No, the Lord is working even harder. He has to plan so much. He knows all our fears. He knows all our emotions. He knows everything that is there in the mind. But the point is, we have to understand that all these small things which Prabhupada mentions in his purport, so many analogies are given. 19 to 22, if you read that entire section, such details about the Lord's body is given. See, when Virya Ras has to be invoked, there has to be some aspect of fear also. So Lord eyes are described, his mane is described, his teeth are described, his ears, his nostril, that flowing of air, hot air, his jaw, his teeth, his multiple arms, his huge body, his hairs touching the sky. Just imagining that form is so difficult. We don't meditate on the form. That is why we feel Narasimhadev is sweet. No, he's not sweet at all. He's not sweet. If you read this 19 to 22, he's not sweet because he has not come here for Ras Leela. He is here for Viryaras. The very fact he seems sweet means you haven't entered the form of the Lord. You're not able to understand the rasa that is going behind the entire scene. This is a fighting scene. The Lord is in his ugra form, is superbly angry. There can't be anybody in this entire creation who can be more angry than Lord Narasimha. And now 22 to 23, this section where we are now. Here the fight. And look at the fight. It's not just fight. There is so many analogies to understand what is exactly happening. There is in 23rd shloka, there is an example given of fight between lion and elephant. Have you ever seen a lion and an elephant living? See, Bhagavat is always for those who are lovers of nature. Other people can't understand Bhagavat because all these things happen in the nature, in the forest. Lion and elephant, when lion attacks the elephant, it is a serious issue. Point is because lion attacks from side or from behind. An elephant being so huge, he cannot directly turn. For turning, he has to take a lot of efforts. By then, the lion is already on the back. And once he starts biting his neck, the game is already over. Once he is on the neck, there is one more lion who attacks him from behind, from the tail side. And once that lower bottom portion is attacked, the elephant sits down, and that's the end. They'll tear him apart. Why elephant is used for Hiranyakashipu? See, he is powerful. Elephant is powerful, but due to his excessive size, his movement is restricted. Similarly, Hiranyakashipu is powerful, all powerful, but he has such ego. He doesn't have the flexibility to move in his movements. The second example is given of fire and the firefly. Now the firefly feels that I am more powerful than this fire, and it enters the fire without thinking, and that's the point where it's dead. Exact same mindset is given of Hiranyakashipu. He feels that I am so powerful, I am so powerful. What will this lion do to me? And he enters in the war zone and is killed. Final example that is given: Garuda and snake. How snakes are devoured by Garuda? If you see, they just bit him again and again on his head, and that head, and snakes are very envious, so every time they try to uh, keep their hood up, and that's the point when they are hit badly, because Garud is ready from all direction. He can move in all direction, and as soon as the head is up, they shoot it. So he gets such bad beating, and then he holds the point where his neck is connected and the entire body and neck. That's the point when they hold. The snake is the end. He can't do anything. Same things are repeated. This Garuda and snake analogy has been also given in this shloka, 29th shloka, today the shloka which we have taken. Now, let's take into another point. Now, when this event is happening, the Garuda, the snake, the lion, the elephant, okay, all these analogies are given to help us understand the fight that is happening, the serious fight, where both the parties are in great, huge, energetic, and angry mood, and fight is on. Now, there is one event that has been most of the time not understood or is kept behind, but we have to understand this point that is more important. See, the fight is observed by demigods also. And when Hiranyakashipu at one time escapes the fight, when he's in fight with the Lord, he escapes the sword, and he shifts, and the demigods feel, oh, now he's saved. And the demigods are so fearful that they hide behind the clouds. Now they are thinking, if he sees, initially he's taken our kingdom, if he survives now, he'll take our life, so we'll be dead. Okay. Now, chapter number 4, this same canto, chapter number 4, chapters entitled Hiranyakashipu terrorizes the universe. He terrorizes because now he has become the king. He has completed his tapasya. He has got all the powers, and he is now ruling the entire kingdom. See, the point here is, even if you want to become a great devotee, a sincere devotee, tapasya is compulsory. Even if you want to do something material, still you have to perform tapasya. There is no option for tapasya. Neither for a materialist, neither for a transcendentalist. Both have to perform tapasya. So Hiranyakashipu performed tapasya, became the king of the universe, 3 worlds, and now is ruling. Now shloka number 21 to 29, we all know these are the famous prayers of the Devatas. They go to Lord Vishnu, they go to Shwetadeep. Shwetadeep, they pray to the Lord, they glorify the Lord, and they hear a voice. They don't see the Lord, but they hear a voice. And in that 25th shloka, the Lord promises them, the first word of the 25th shloka is, don't fear, I am here. This is what the translation is. You can read Prabhupada's purport. 25th shloka, the Lord personally speaks and tells the demigods, do not fear, I am here, I'll take care, I'll stop his evil acts, but let the time be ripe, let him torture, or let him create any nuisance against his devotee son Prahlad, and the next moment I'll be there, and rest assured, I'll kill Hiranyakashipu personally. This is the word they hear. The Lord has reassured them, Demigods go home as if Hiranyakashipu has already died. This is one event. They go home as if Hiranyakashipu has died, absolutely peaceful. And this chapter, this shloka, this previous shloka, demigods are so fearful that they feel we are not able to understand whether the Lord will win or not. They have doubt regarding the success of the Lord. And that is why they are hiding. And this same thing we can also see in Vritrasur pastime. Lord tells Indra, go and collect that bones of the Dadichi Rishi, make Vajra, and with that Vajra you can easily kill Vritrasur. But look at the mindset of the demigods. Indra, without first, what the Lord told him, you directly fire the Vajra. Indra is not confident. He first throws his trident to test whether it can work. But what was supposed to be working, not the trident, it was the Vajra. But he felt, let me try. I am not very sure whether the Vajra given by Lord Vishnu will work or not. Now, this is not the condition of the Devtas only, this is our condition as well. We are just like the demigods. We daily hear Srimad Bhagavatam. We daily chant, we daily hear so many classes from so many devotees. There is Srimad Bhagavatam, there is Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is Chaitanya Mangal, there is Chaitanya Bhagavat. So many devotees, so many classes. There is Japa talk, there is this. But are we still confident about the protection of the Lord? I'll tell you two stories. Once there was a mountain climber and he was climbing the mountains. And somehow there was a time when the rope that was holding him slipped and he fell. And it was evening time, it was getting dark. But somehow he couldn't see where he is hanging because it was dark. And he was not very sure that is the rope, how long it will sustain him. And that is the time he intensely prays to the Lord, help me, save me. And then he hears a voice, cut the rope. He says, crazy or what? This is not God, something else. He doesn't cut. And the next day, and since this is ice cap mountains, next day, his friends found him dead. But they were amazed and shocked that he could have been saved only because why? He was just 1 feet above the ground. If he could have cut the rope, he would have landed safely and his life would have been saved. But since the wind was so cold, he died frozen there. Same our condition. I'll tell you one more thing. Yesterday, we had a retreat with all the brahmacharis. We have a devotee here who's working, very senior manager. He has his own farmhouse, so he took us there, and we all were with him. And since he's a manager, so he knows so many games. So he said, "Let's play games." So okay, all brahmacharis ready. So he named this game as Sharnagati. Sharnagati means full surrender. So what he said, initially he stood inside. In this game, what we have to do is we have to make a circle and all devotees are standing very close. And there is one devotee who is in the center of the circle. All devotees standing very close in the circle and one in the center. Now this devotee who is in the center has to fold his arms, close his eyes and stand like a rod, straight. And when he closes his eyes, and his hands are full so that he cannot take any help from other side, his hands are completely full. And at that time he's told that you fall in any direction you want. So he can fall left, right, any side. And since devotees are surrounding him, devotees hold him immediately. Okay, so he is very confident that I will not fall. Okay, so initially Prabhuji stood inside and he said, look, this is how you have to do, and he started falling. So all devotees used to catch him. Now he said that let's change the person. So some other brahmachari came. So he knew that very close by. He changed 2-3 brahmacharis. Now, after 2-3 people were changed, He told us devotees standing in circle, now you go behind a little bit. Now the circle became even bigger. The space became even, the space between two devotees became a little bit more. Now he said, who is ready? You won't believe, nobody came. Nobody came inside. Why? Look, this is how the mind works. First round of experience each and every devotee had. They were confident that I will be held by somebody. I am safe. I will be caught by somebody. But as soon as the situation changed, condition changed, the mind started yelling, maybe, maybe not. Somebody will come, somebody will not. This is exact same thing happens. We already look in the past. Go through your past. You will understand we had so many exchanges with the Lord where knowingly, unknowingly we are protected so many times. But mind works in such a way, little change in the situation, circumstances, conditions, it starts yelling, no, 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 this time I can't be helped, this time I can't. This is same Indra mentality. This is same Indra mentality. And we don't trust the Lord at that time. We don't trust the devotees. We don't trust the association. Why so? Simple one point. We have the habit of controlling. We have the habit of controlling people. We have the habit of controlling the conditions. We have the habit of controlling the post and the position and everything just because that makes me feel safe. What is the entire episode between Indra and Prithu Maharaj? Because Indra feels that when I am Indra, when I am the king, I am safe, I am secure, I feel nice, I feel good, I am in confident condition. But if I am not Indra, who will listen to me? What will I do? Will I be helped? Will everybody treat me nicely? Will people love me? Will people take care of me? Small change in situation disturbs the mind. And that is where the daily fight of every sadhaka is. That's what is causing the daily fight. That controlling mindset is creating so much of fight. My children don't listen to me. My husband doesn't listen to me. My wife doesn't listen to me. The entire congregation doesn't listen to me. The people whom I am following up don't listen to me. Control, 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 control. And this is the time we get so tired. We get so tired of this daily fight. And that is the point where Maya traps. Somewhere we have to start giving up this habit of controlling. This controlling mindset gives you exact opposite results. I'll give you two examples. Please understand. This is something very serious which we all have been doing for a very long time. It has been in our system now. It's a part of our system. But this is where the entire bhakti process starts with. Bhakti process is exactly like the game that we were playing. You fall anywhere and be confident that I will be saved. That is what is called as surrender, because your eyes are closed, your hands are folded. That is where faith comes in picture. That yes, Krishna will protect me. Devotees will protect me. That is what Sharanagati is all about. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Palan. Yudhishthir Maharaj wanted to avoid the war, Mahabharata war. What did he do? He said, I will follow all my seniors. I will not at all, I'll never disobey them. And those same seniors trapped him very badly, and the war had to happen. There was one more person who tried to stop the war, that was Bhishma Dev. To avoid the war, he said, Kauravas take this part of the kingdom, 50%. Pandavas take this part of the kingdom, 50%. Okay, 50-50 done. No more war. You live happily here, you live happily there. That didn't happen. Duryodhan was even more unhappy. He was so unhappy that at the end he declared, I will not give even land which can be suited on the tip of the needle. War had to happen. Both tried to control. On the contrary, Prahlad Maharaj, so many difficult situations, so many difficult situations. He never tried to control, he never tried to change the situation. He kept himself positively occupied in all those things he loved to do, in all the bhakti element that he was taught. He was so occupied, he was so occupied. The event came, the event went, he was absolutely unaffected. This is what we have to learn from Prahlad Maharaj. That is why Vritrasur, very famous shloka, Vritrasur says this, that we can't be successful always. There is only, this is 6:12:7, very, very important shloka. Vritrasur says, there is only one person in this entire creation who is always victorious, and that is Lord Vishnu himself. All others may sometimes be successful, others may be failure at times, because whatever comes to us is based on our previous karma. We can only and only be successful if we are with Krishna, or if we keep Krishna with ourselves. Just like, let's take last few examples, then we'll end the session. Just like, see, there are in Bhagavad, if you see, there are varieties of examples. There are some people who fought with the Lord. There are some people who fought with the Lord, failed miserably. Ravan, Hiranyakashipu, fought, they died. There are some who fought with the Lord, but they surrendered to the Lord. Just like we see Vali, he fought because Sugri was supposed to be representative of the Lord. So he fought, but Lord helped Sugri and Vali was killed. But at the end, he surrendered and he got a very higher destination. He fought, but he surrendered. There are some who fight but don't surrender. Ravan, Hiranyakashipu, they fought, but they never surrender. There are some for whom the Lord has personally fought. For demigods, so many times the Lord has personally fought. He has cheated for the demigods. What is Mohini Murti? Total cheating. What is Vamandev? Total cheating. For whom? His own devotees. Why? Because somewhere they are surrendered. But the point is, how long are you going to fight? You can't daily fight with Maya and daily win with Maya. That is never possible. You will be very tired soon. You'll be tired very soon. Because you can't fight the illusory energy of the Lord day in, day out, day in, day out. We keep this word using, fight with Maya, fight. Who told you to fight with Maya? Who told you to fight with Maya? She is unconquerable, unconquerable. We have to deal with her. And to deal with her, we have to become beggar. If you read His Holiness Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj's, initially when Maharaj was in full strength, preaching all over the world, he had 35 tours each year on different continents. What was the series he wrote? Spiritual Warrior. But at the end of his life, what came out from his heart was the Beggar series. There he understood we can't fight. His Beggar series 1 to 4, superb series, must read. I have not read the entire thing, but one part I have read. Where he's praying to Lord Nityananda, where he's praying to Lord Chaitanya, where he's praying to Haridas Thakur, he's praying to Srila Prabhupada. And those prayers are so deep. If you just read it, is so nourishing, because he has understood to get out of here. You can't fight Maya. You can't win by fighting. You have to surrender. You have to become a beggar. You have to beg Krishna. Krishna, accept me. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what is he writing? I have been offering flowers every day to Krishna, but I am still not very sure that has he accepted one flower. We have to become beggars. Why? Does Krishna want us to be like that? No. That begging is the sign of love, where I feel that I'll be more happy if Krishna accepts me. That begging gives me nourishment. You read the 4 books, you'll find it absolutely stunning. Because ultimately, beggar means you may get, you may not get. And that is what love is all about. You can't force Krishna, you have to love me. No. He is loving us because he has given us everything in this world. Bhumi, apo, analo, vayu, khamman, buddhirevacha. Ahankar ityame, you take this and you enjoy whatever you want to do, you do. He will keep loving us. But now it's our time to tell Krishna. Now we can't force Krishna. To attract his attention, now we have to become the beggar. That yes, Krishna, without you I am incomplete, I was incomplete, and I will be incomplete. And for me to feel complete, I need your love. And once we get that, then you see the entire life transforming. That entire new set of vision, the new set of experiences which will nourish our devotional life. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the enlightening class. So many beautiful examples. I'm still in the zone of understanding how the intense prayers must have been written. I'll be definitely reading it. Thank you so much. With your permission, shall I ask the devotees to go ahead with their questions or any realizations they want to share?
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Yes,
Prabhuji,
yes.
that beggar series you told, no? With
Yeah.
Prabhuji?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
That beggar series Prabhuji told, no? Who's written that one, Prabhuji?
His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj has written that. You can get those books online also.
Where we can get that one?
You can get them online also, Mataji. They're available.
That online, if you put beggar series, it will come, huh?
Yes, yes, Mataji. Both series are available. Spiritual Warrior and Beggar series.
Spiritual Warrior and Beggar. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anybody else, Mataji?
Amy Mataji
No,
raised.
Prabhuji, I don't.
Amy Mataji, please go ahead with the question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Was a beautiful, beautiful class with so many examples. I just want to understand how to practically apply this phrase of Avashya Rakshipe Krishna and to have full faith that Krishna will protect under all circumstances. At least I always slip on this. I hear so much. And also how to practically force yourself to give up this controlling mentality.
Yes, controlling mentality, Mataji, will take some time because that has become our second nature. But that is possible when we read this pastimes of, especially of Prahlad Maharaj, where he has been put in so many difficult situations, but he didn't try to control anywhere. We read first canto, Parikshit Maharaj not trying to control, BC Vritrasur not trying to control, he accepts the curse given to him by Mother Parvati. So as on and off, when we keep hearing those about those people who have never exercised control, so then that starts to enter our mind and it becomes our first nature. Because right now we are in the controlling mode, so that has become an habit. But when we keep hearing about different people who have practiced giving up that control, so that gives us hope that yes, Krishna is there, and just like Krishna has protected him, Krishna will protect me also. So that is where both these things will happen. That giving up the control and that faith that we require in Krishna is the byproduct of that giving up control.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. I don't see any hand raised, Prabhuji. There is one comment from the Bhakti Sangha. Bhakti Sangha Japa group wants to thanks to you for the excellent explanation of the analogy of the lion and elephant, snake and Garuda, and explain and examples of the example that you have given about the Sharanagati game. A very inspiring class. Reti Priya Mataji is also appreciating you, illuminating class, Prabhuji. Gratitude.
Thank you.
And Kiran Prabhuji is also there. He is also thanking you for the class. Prabhuji, I have one question. Can I ask you, Prabhuji? You told about increasing the nourishment or understanding the rasa. But when we do our day in day out practices, how we'll understand that we are having some glimpse of rasa?
Rasa, we have experienced rasa, or we are experiencing rasa. Otherwise, we won't have been here. The very fact that you are searching for rasa this is given by Rup Goswami. Rup Goswami says that the sign that you have tasted rasa is that you are searching for more rasa. Okay, so there are times when you were so happy when you heard some kirtan, or when you heard some lecture, or when you met some devotees, or some devotees embraced you and they thanked you and they were grateful to you. This loving exchanges give you that rasa. So you have experienced that and you are searching for more. That in itself is a sign that you have experienced rasa and you want more rasa. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Nice.
I don't see any hand raised, Prabhuji. Dear devotees, if anyone has some questions or realizations to share, please go ahead. Okay, Prabhuji. With your permission, shall we end the session here, Prabhuji?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sorry, I thought I was talking.
Thank you,
on
Prabhuji,
mute.
for inviting. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the enlightening class. We are eternally grateful to you. We look forward for your association again in the future. Let's offer our obeisances to the Prabhuji.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय जय
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai Sukumar Gaur Prabhuji ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to his devotees. Thank you so much, devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gauranga.
Gauranga, Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
May God
Hari Bol.
bless you all. See you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.